So, I've come to find out YouTube gives me 3 minutes to talk to you guys as long as I don't put a background. So, time to have some conversations about a couple of things. But more than less, still here to give you a bunch of information I can give you about the webtoons I've been talking to you about. So, let's get a little bit more information about hardcore. From where I left off, if I remember correctly, I was talking about him getting back into the town and getting slapped up by a couple of people that he was slapping the fuck up on when he was the #1 gamer. So once everybody finally sees him in the city as being like, beaten up by the noob that he was beating up on, a bunch of other people start to show up and start trashing the fuck out of him. I remember it so badly, actually, it gets to the point where they actually tie him to a post and they take turns like beating him within an inch of his life. And then, they let the healer heal him all the way back up, and then they beat him within an inch of his life again. I'm telling you, sometimes this webtoon gets off the charts. So what ends up happening is that there's actually this girl in the crowd. Her name's Sora. Sora is probably best girl. I don't give a damn. I love the other character. Sora's best girl. Fight me on it. I'll stand on it. At the end of the day, when all of their shit is finally done, she decides to go ahead and walk up to Hardcore Leveling Warrior, ask questions. Hey, what happened to you? I used to admire you. You were the best gamer ever. What's going on? He ends up telling her that basically, hey, he had a really bad day. And to top it all off, if you remember from my first couple of videos, I said Ethan had a money problem. That money problem doesn't only translate to the real world, because all of the things in Lucid Adventure also carry over into the real world. So he's also in debt in the game, but he's in debt to a completely different person than who he's in debt to outside of the game. The person inside of the game is a person named Heart Heater. Heart Heater, you meet probably a couple of chapters after he gets his shit beat in because he owes Heart Heater some money. So he sends out his aide to go and pick him up. And then he drags him back, and Heart Heater's like, hey, yo, you got debts to pay. And he's like, my boss isn't going to be very fucking happy when he figures out that you're not paying your payments back for all of this shit that you've been loaning from us. So what are you going to do? Because if you can't pay it back, I can just start taking things from you. I don't know, maybe a hand, a foot, your heart. Or maybe you could sell me your soul. Yeah, we're just going to talk about all of that at a different date. But he ends up telling him, well, if that's how it really is and your boss is that fucking scary, show me who you work for. He opens the door and sees that he works for a fucking kid. And I'm talking about literally a 12-year-old. It's fucking amazing.